7:39 at News Talk 720 KDWN. I'm Alan Stock. Thanks so much for joining us on the KDWN Live line. With us right now is Kevin Richards with Ventura Web Design with our tech news of the week. We'll have a little bit of a shortened version because we have Danny Tarkanian joining us at 7:50 this morning. So, Kevin, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Alan. It's weird to be on the phone again and not seeing you live in person.
We'll get together again next Thursday, so let your heart be still. Okay, let's talk about this hacktivist group, Anonymous. They are at it again somehow. What's going on with these folks?
So you've heard of them before. They are the ones that like to get out there and really publicly take down websites and, insert themselves in political events. They do so using what's usually called a distributed denial of service attack. So they have a lot of computers that are affected with viruses and things like that, and they kind of give them the marching orders to go out there and constantly attack a website and take it down. So the news of the day is Anonymous has said that they are starting Operation ISIS, and they are going to be attacking the ISIS group, and they've stated that the message to them was, there's no safe place for you online. You will be treated like a virus, and we are the cure. We own the Internet. So you most recently heard about the Anonymous group. They inserted themselves in the Michael Brown incident, and they were the ones that helped put out the officer's home address and things like that.
Right, which was not the right thing to do, by the way.
I agree.
Not the right thing at all. Some people suggested, by the way, that they may have been behind the hacking that occurred regarding the interview, that whole movie that came out, and they said that Sony was getting hacked. Some people thought they could have been the ones behind that.
Yep, it's certainly possible, and it's so hard. There's this fine line between, they're called a hacktivist group, which is a combination of the word hacker and activist, and there's a fine line between doing things for good and doing things just to get attention or to, gain, money or whatever it is.
And they have no idea who these people are.
No. Well, I mean, I would hope that our internal CIA or our team has an idea who they are, but they're called Anonymous, and that's how the rest of us know them.
All right, real quickly, let's talk about this Texas teen who got a new job and then used the Twitter to tweet herself out of a job. A good lesson for people to watch what you post, because the people who read it may not be the ones you want to read it. What happened?
So, yeah, you got it. So a teenager in Texas, she was born in the digital age, or I guess that we're calling them Generation Z at this point. She pulled out her Twitter, and she had some choice words. I start this blank job tomorrow. And somebody told the pizza owner, or the owner of the pizza shop, what she had posted, and he verified, that's the girl we hired. And so then he, of course, in wonderful fashion, hopped right onto Twitter and says, and no, you don't start that job today. I just fired you. Good luck with your no money, no job life, he replied.
So he fired her on Twitter. She went out and did this, and he answered her, responded by firing her.
Yep, he hadn't used his Twitter account reportedly since 2009, so he hopped right back online to make sure that he could do that. I don't know that I agree with what he did, though. Certainly you don't want an employee who's like that. He made a mistake in his hiring, and you can address that another way. I don't know that I can guarantee that I wouldn't lower myself to that level and respond the way he did.
Well, I don't know either, but then, she put it out. She hurled the gauntlet, let's put it that way, and so he just picked it up and ran with it. So,
well, but she didn't use his company name. She didn't do anything personally against him or the company. It was just, I'm starting this junk job, tomorrow, whatever she said, and then he hops on there and he puts his name to it, and I just think he lowered himself to a level he didn't need to.
Talk to me also about, I know that the Apple is coming out, which there's some rumors abounding about the iOS 9. You got to be kidding me. What is this about?
No, it's good stuff. I know you love to upgrade your Apple devices, so here's another opportunity for you to do that. So every year, Apple comes out with new stuff. They have their Worldwide Developers Conference. It's typically in June. And so we anticipate that will happen again this year, and they'll be coming out with iOS 9. And the operating system is primarily designed to operate your phone and your iPad devices, but they're also doing a better job of integrating it with your laptops and your desktop Apple devices as well. The rumor is that instead of following last year, iOS 8, which was the victim of several bugs, we've discussed those quite a bit on the air, the goal is for this year probably to increase stability and minimize the rollout of new features, but focus on providing an easier interface for customers to use, but also to make sure it works with their new Apple Watch.
All right. Will you have to download iOS 9 on your computer at home, your iMac?
No, it would be for your phone. So
okay.
if you're ready to update your phone, you can do that whenever that comes out. Typically they make announcements to the developers in June, and then by August, September, October, that's when it finally makes it out into the wild, and that's when typically the new iPhones and iPads are coming out.
Lastly, real quick, if you did not use the iOS 8, you could still go ahead when it comes out and download the 9. Is that right?
Usually that's the case, but the newer iOSs typically make the older devices, they aren't compatible with the older devices, so it's not always going to be the case.
Okay, well, we'll have to sit there and figure this one out when it comes out. I've got Kevin Richards with me. He's with Ventura Web Design. That's been our tech news. You want to find out more about Ventura Web Design and Kevin Richards, go to alanstock.com. On the right-hand side of the page, you'll notice it's a Ventura Web Design logo. Click onto that, and you'll be in touch with Ventura Web Design, who designed my website, and Kevin Richards as well. Kevin, thanks for being with us. Short one today. We'll do it a little longer in studio next week.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I look forward to being there.
All right, take good care. Kevin Richards with Ventura Web Design,